The one word that I'm just going to cut to the chase, Sophia, the one word that described user experience based on Harvard Business School is empathy. Design is based on empathy. Empathy is the ability to have an emotional connection with someone else's emotions, basically. You put yourself in their shoes. So from a user experience, what do they feel? So when Melody said, Mark, how did you feel when you heard that introduction? And I told her, I felt tired. That's an emotional word. Why do we speak about emotions and how it's related to UX and product design? It's because the brain is literally has evolved in such a way that our emotions are the first thing that fire in our brains, and reason is the second thing. That's neurologically correct. And anyone in this room who knows anything about neuroscience will understand what I'm saying. Okay. So that is why, on a primitive level, on a very basic level, when it comes to value, when it comes to giving value in business, we need to focus on customers' feelings, first of all. And if we can focus on their feelings, then we're going to make them feel better. And if they feel better, they're more likely to choose to buy your products and services. Now, business is the exchange of value. So if you're a user experience person or you're a product design person, and you're giving someone the value of feeling valued, the value they gave you back is money and data. If you want to work in IoT, you need to understand data. So what I would do based on what you just told me is I would narrow your search to user experience. I wouldn't exclusively, like I wouldn't leave out any other possibility, because the thing is, you got to understand, Sophia, when a company looks for a job, they post what their ideal candidate is based on what they think they need. However, if you're like Melody and you show up for that interview and they're blown away by you and they're like, wow, we wanted this, but now she's like this. So what companies typically do in that case is they pretend that Melody's not special and they're like, oh, maybe we'll consider you. And then Melody gets all worried and stressed. It's like, did I get the job? Did I get the job? And then they're like, okay, we'll hire you at this level. But Melody's really up here, but they don't want Melody to know that. Anyway, so they hire Melody, and then, Melody gives that value to the company, and they learn from Melody. They get data from Melody, and Melody gives them data, which then enables them to make more money. So it's a win-win, right? However, Melody is smart and she'll negotiate herself the better contracts in the future, which is a separate point. But when it comes to user experience and design, I think you're better off focusing on, if you just say UX and look for IoT companies to hire UX people and apply to as many of those UX jobs that you are comfortable with based on the requirements of the job that you're interested in. And then if there's other things that maybe grab your attention, apply for those too. It doesn't hurt. But quality over quantity, quality first, quantity second. And because, and by the way, every job you apply to, your cover letter has to be different. Now, the core might be the same, but there needs to be certain language that changes. And that language is based on the culture of the company. So what do you know about the company? What research did you do on the company? What does the company value? And don't say money, because every company values money. So that's like a moot point. If you put on your resume, oh, I know you want to make more money, that's why I should work for you, they're gonna think you're not special, So anyway, that was a bit of a rant, but did that help, Sophia?
Yes, that's very valuable feedback and comment that I could make some change on my script and also on my CV, and also my the direction of finding a job.